Hello learners, welcome back to my channel Shraddha's Physics. Today we will start what is wave packet and we will see the motion of the wave packet. Now let us start with the what is wave packet. Okay, wave packet is basically this is the energy, this is in the form of energy or the source of energy. We can say that this is the collection of energy. Wave packet means these are the combination of the large number of wave. If they will get superimposed, then we will finally form the resultant wave, and that final after the superposition wave that we will get the resultant wave is known as the wave packet. Basically, the wave packet is the packet of energy. That is the energy associated with a wave. We can represent the wave packet as this is the group of energy. Okay. Let us consider, suppose I am writing a simple harmonic wave, a simple harmonic wave, a simple harmonic wave is propagating, a simple harmonic wave is propagating along x-axis. Suppose we are considering it is propagating along the positive x-axis, propagating along x-axis. Then we can represent this as, suppose I am writing this psi. Psi means I am representing single wave, that is this function as psi, and it is the function of position as well as the time. That is, this psi will represent the position as well as the time. This will be equal to A, that is the amplitude, exponential iota kx minus omega t. This kx minus omega t, it is nothing but the phase. It will represent this kx minus omega t, this total term will represent the phase. And here this omega is called the angular frequency. Omega is called the angular frequency, and this k is known as the wave vector. K is known as the wave vector. Clear? Or we can say that this is the propagation constant. K is the propagation constant. K equal to the propagation constant. Okay. So the speed of the propagation of the wave, it is associated with the motion of the point at which the phase is constant. Phase is constant means this kx minus omega t will be constant. When this kx minus omega t will be constant, so let me write first this kx minus omega t, it is constant. Kx minus omega t is constant. That implies we can write kx will be equal to, if I will take this omega t on the right hand side, this will be positive omega t plus some constant term, or you can write it as x will be omega divided by k whole into t plus some constant. This is the representation, or we can say that this is the position at the point. This x will represent the position of the point with which the wave is associated. Okay. Now, if I take the derivative with respect to the time, then this dx by dt will be equal to omega by k, because dt by dt they will get cancelled. This omega by k plus, since constant term, if I take the derivative for the constant term, that will goes to 0. If you can remember, this omega by k is nothing but the phase velocity. This represents the phase velocity. What is the phase velocity? This is the velocity of the individual wave. Okay, where omega is the angular frequency and this k represents the wave vector, or we can say that this is the propagation constant, omega by k. Okay, omega by k is the phase velocity. This individual wave, when they will superpose with each other, then they will form the resultant wave. Then this resultant wave, we can say that for this resultant wave, we are calculating the group velocity. We have already calculated the group velocity. So let me represent the wave equation for the superposition for the superposition of the group of wave, for the superposition of the plane waves, for the superposition of the plane waves, superposition of the plane waves, the plane waves, we can write, you can see here for a single wave, here I am writing psi of xt equal to a exponential ikx minus omega t. But for the superposition of the plane wave, we can write, that is the for the superposition of the plane wave, we can write in the form of integration, that is equal to, here the psi of xt, we can write, this will be equal to the integration, it will varies from minus infinite to plus infinite a of k, that is the amplitude part, exponential iota kx minus omega t, kx minus omega t into decay, since a is the function of k, here I am writing decay. So here I will write this a of k, this is the amplitude, a of k, it represents the amplitude of the plane wave, it is the amplitude of the plane wave, amplitude of the plane wave corresponding to propagation constant k, corresponding to propagation constant k, propagation constant, this is called as propagation constant or the wave vector, okay, propagation constant k, okay, this is the a of k representation. For a non-dispersive medium, in case of non-dispersive, or we can say that for a very simple case, we can represent this omega, that is the angular frequency, it is directly proportional to the wave vector k, or this is the propagation constant k. Since it is directly proportional to k, we can write it as omega will be equal to c into k, omega equal to c into k, that is the phase velocity for each component of psi is same. So we can write this psi of xt, this expression as psi of xt, that will be equal to the integration over minus infinite to plus infinite a of k, this will be exponential iota kx minus, in place of omega, here I am putting c into k into t whole into decay. Clear? Now if I will take common from this exponential part, I can take common k. Now this expression will be equal to, integration varies from minus infinite to plus infinite a of k exponential iota k whole into x minus c into t into decay. Now this integration that varies from minus infinite to plus infinite, I can split it into two parts, that is one will vary from minus infinite to 0 and another will vary from 0 to infinite. You can see here we have to integrate for the k component. So for this integration minus infinite to 0, if I will consider this to be k to be, if I will consider k to be minus k, then this minus infinite will change to minus of minus infinite, that will be plus infinite. We have to integrate with respect to the decay. Here the integration value will lie from minus infinite to 0. It means that the k value varies from, if I change this k value to minus k, then this minus infinite will change to plus infinite. That is, if I change, let me write, this is equal to minus infinite to 0 a of k exponential iota k whole into x minus ct whole into decay, plus the another part, that is 0 to infinite a of k exponential iota k whole into x minus ct whole into decay. Now in this first term, if I change k to minus k, in every places I will change k to minus k. This is also minus k, so that this minus infinite will change to plus infinite. Okay, since k value varies from minus infinite to 0, when k will change to minus k, then definitely minus infinite will goes to plus infinite. Again you can see that this is minus decay. If I change the integration infinite to 0, if I change the upper limit to lower limit and lower limit to upper limit, that is infinite to 0 to infinite, then here the negative sign will come, so that finally I can represent this as, for this negative d of minus k, I will write directly as decay, and this plus infinite to 0, this will becomes 0 to infinite. Okay, here in this place I will write decay. Okay, this will be our expression. So what basically this superposition of wave psi of xt represent, you can see these are the two parts of the equation. One part will represent the motion along the positive x-axis and another part will represent the motion along the negative x-axis. That is, in this case, in the non-dispersive medium case, the speed of the light is c, and this wave, it will not change its shape. That is, in the positive x-axis, the shape of the wave is similar to the shape of the wave in the negative x-axis. Okay, this is basically, this omega is proportional to k. This is in case of non-dispersive medium, or for a simpler case we are considering that omega is proportional to k. But in case for a dispersive medium, when omega is not proportional to k, we will calculate that. Now we will calculate for the dispersive medium. That is, in this case omega is not proportional to k. That is, the velocity of the every component of this wave psi, they will depend on the wavelength. This psi will now depend on the wavelength, because the change of the relative phase of the component in with respect to the time. Here the shape of the wave, it will change. In case of the dispersive medium, the shape of the wave, it will change. Let us consider the wave packet. Here I am writing the wave packet, that is a packet of energy. Okay, the wave packet is psi of xt. When I am writing psi, it means that I am representing, it is a plane wave equation, you can say. This psi represents a wave and it is a function of position as well as the time. Okay, this psi of xt equal to integration over delta k. Here I am writing delta k a of k into exponential iota kx minus omega t whole into decay. This a of k, it represents the amplitude of the wave, and this kx minus omega t, it represents the phase of the wave. This a of k, it is negligible except when this k, that is the propagation constant, it lies in a small interval delta k. Okay, so let me write, suppose omega is equal to suppose omega naught plus d omega by decay at constant k equal to k naught into, here I am writing k minus k naught. Okay, if you can see this decay and this k minus k naught, they have the same dimension, so if they will get cancelled, then this will be omega naught plus d omega. So finally this equation is dimension wise correct. Okay, this omega naught is nothing but the omega of k naught. Okay, this omega naught equal to the omega of k naught. Here this k naught is the fixed value of the k within the region delta k. Within this region delta k, this k naught value is fixed. So for this phase, that is kx minus omega t, this kx minus omega t, we can write it as kx minus, in place of omega if you write omega naught plus d omega by dk, d omega by dk at k equal to k naught, here k minus k naught whole into t. Now if I will add k naught x and subtract k naught x, then it will not affect the equation. So let me add k naught x and subtract k naught x. Then this will be equal to kx minus omega naught t. If I will multiply this omega naught with t, this will be kx minus omega naught t, minus this minus will multiply with the bracketed term d omega by dt at constant k equal to k naught whole into k minus k naught whole into t plus k naught x minus k naught x. Okay. Now we can write this expression as, this will be equal to this kx minus omega t, kx minus omega t, this will be equal to, here let me write this k naught x first. This will be, this term I am writing first, k naught x minus this omega naught t. Then in this first term and the last term, if I will take x as a common, then this will be plus k minus k naught whole into x. Now this term, that is minus d omega by dt at k equal to k naught, k minus k naught whole into t. Okay, let me write. Sorry, this is d omega by dk. Okay, this is d omega by dk. This is d omega by dk. Okay, this is our final expression. Now this will be equal to k naught x minus omega naught t. Okay, and in this third and fourth term, if we will take k minus k naught term common, then this will be plus k minus k naught whole into, this will be x minus d omega by dk at constant k equal to k naught. This d omega by dk, if you can remember, this is nothing but the group velocity. So I can write it as, this will be again equal to k naught x minus omega naught t plus k minus k naught whole into x minus, in place of group velocity I am writing Vg. This is the group velocity notation. Okay, here let me write, where Vg equal to d omega by dk, d omega by dk. Okay, at k equal to k naught, at k equal to k naught. Now I have to put this value of kx minus omega t value in this wave equation, that is psi of xt equal to integration over a of k exponential ikx minus omega t into dk. Now if we will put this kx minus omega t part in this equation, then this will be equal to, first let me write, this will be integration over delta k a of k into exponential, this is exponential iota, in place of kx minus omega t I have to write this much. So let me write k naught x minus omega naught t plus k minus k naught whole into x minus vg, k minus k naught whole into x minus vg. Okay, into dk. So I have to write into dk. Now in this expression you can see that this is in the form of exponential a plus b, that is it can be written as exponential a into exponential b, and also this integration, it depends on the k value. That is, it is independent of this exponential iota k naught x minus omega naught t part. So if I will take this part out from the integration, then this will be equal to, I can write this will be equal to exponential iota k naught x minus omega naught t whole into integration over delta k a of k, then exponential iota k this total iota term is multiplied here. Okay, so that here I can write iota k minus k naught whole into x minus vg into dk. This is our final expression. So this is our final expression for psi of xt, or we can write it as psi of xt equal to, I am writing the final expression, that is equal to exponential iota k naught x minus omega naught t into integration over delta k, this is integration over delta k a of k into exponential iota k minus k naught whole into x minus vg whole into dk. This is the final expression for the when the number of waves or the group of waves superpose with each other, the resultant wave expression is this is for basically this is for the dispersive medium, how the wave propagates in a medium. This is the final expression. Okay, this is all for today. Thank you all. Jai Jagannath.